Hey everybody, how you doing? Now we're gonna talk about episode 2 of Professor Payne, and yeah, I guess it's better separated because it's like a big scenario in each of the episodes. So we get to episode 2, and this time we get to know more of the backstory of Professor Payne, why he's holding the school hostage. You found out that he has this sister that was a medical student or teacher, I presume, and she was molested like by other professors or by other students. I'm not sure about that part. So the sister ended up killing herself, and that's when Professor Payne became who he is, like crazy, and decided to make other people suffer. Meanwhile, you get like the doctor that knew him, that's also a student of the college with Professor Payne, trying to go into the school to negotiate with Professor Payne to stop doing this, but he tricked the female professor to coming in, and she gets stripped down, and she was getting tortured by the medical student guy again, the medical assistant, by pumping breast milk out of her, torturing her, making other students drink her breast milk pretty much. And then later on, you get like the lead heroine, and that she wants to stop Professor Payne once and for all. And then Professor Payne said, you know what, make love to your boyfriend. If you don't, then the medical student will take advantage of her. So the woman decided to let the guy do her on the rooftop because she really likes him anyway. But later on, it leads up to a gangbang towards the girl because the medical student is like, he's like a real monster in this one, man. Like, he's more of an asshole than Professor Payne itself. Because I don't know if I said in the episode 1 review, but like the medical student liked to molest these women. And it's like, I think it's coming out of his own ideal to do it, because Professor Payne never, like I said, he never said to molest these women. He said to torture them, but not to molest them. So it's like pretty much this medical student is just getting his rocks off, gangbanging this one poor girl. And then later on, it kind of leads up to a orgy with all the rest of the female hostage and the male hostage. They're all having this big orgy, and it's pretty much like, and then the Professor Payne wants to show them off online, sell like sex slaves or something online, and start like going crazy and mad. And that's still one of the students, the lead heroine, is trying to put a stop to him, because she looked like the guy's Professor Payne's sister, and he calms him down, and then he stopped for this girl that looked like his sister, and then the hostage crisis was over. So one with the woman, and there's a twist end towards this episode 2. I won't say it, but all in all, Professor Payne episodes 1 and 2, again, it's very squeamish. It does deal with a lot of molestation, torture of women, like bondage and S&M. It's very squeamish, Like I said, this is my second time watching this series, in a long time, and it still like irks me to watch this. And after watching it now as a grown man, and it's like I'm not gonna watch it again after this. I'm just gonna let you guys know this is out there, this is real. And you may want to know how did I came across growing up. Well, when I was young, you see, I'm from the hood, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you could rent anything. Like, people don't care. So I was able to rent adult movies or adult hentais. So they didn't care. I just rented and watched them. Yushikidoshi is another good example. So that's like my anime and hentai background, for example, of how I was able to watch it. But yeah, Professor Payne, be prepared to watch this. Like I say, if you're squirmish, if you don't like seeing the stuff that I just described to you, I advise you not to watch it. But if you want to watch it as a one-time watch, go ahead out of curiosity. But yeah, get ready for that one. But anyway, over and out, and I hope you enjoyed this review of episode 2. Also, check out episode 1. Get the US release, because you get 2 of the episodes in one anyway. So you get best of both worlds, if you want to see 2. And I think the DVD is really cheap now. It should be like $10 at least, or $5. It should be cheap, because this is old. Anyway, peace.